Hello, and welcome to the channel. The following video contains amplified discussions with explicit language. Viewer discretion is advised. Is there anybody within WWE that actually gives a fuck about WWE? Honestly, I mean that sincerely. Anybody employed with WWE that actually gives a fuck about WWE? Or is Vince McMahon's head so far up the XFL's ass that he no longer gives a shit? Is Triple H's head so far up NXT's ass that he no longer gives a shit? Is Stephanie McMahon's head so far up the women's movement agenda in the world that she no longer gives a shit? Because I look at the past two shows this week and this does not feel at all like it's SummerSlam season, or what a WWE SummerSlam season should be feeling like. Going into a pay-per-view that you have named Extreme Rules. Extreme! But there ain't nothing extreme about this son of a bitchin' card. This is a card that looks to me like it should be in some small desolate town in Little Arkansas or maybe Missouri. A small little independent show with 16 fans strong shouting in a 75-seat auditorium, basketball little auditorium at some junior high school. 16 people in attendance screaming loud for their favorite indie stars, because that's what this card at Extreme Rules is looking like. A small indie show in Arkansas at a junior high basketball court auditorium. Bullshit that you're gonna call this Extreme Rules. I look at the whole card and nothing excites me on this motherfucker right now. Because they're not making me excited for it. They're not investing me in any of these fucking storylines or matches. Extreme Rules, we have two stipulations so far. One of them, your only Extreme Rules match right now, is between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Think about that. The pay-per-view is called Extreme Rules, and your Extreme Rules match is Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss doesn't have an extreme bone in her body, and Nia Jax can get about as extreme as a watermelon. It ain't gonna happen. Listen to me when I tell you this is going to be a disaster like Alexa Bliss and Bayley. You remember that fucking title match? Oh yeah, the kendo stick. Wasn't that Extreme Rules too? One of the worst matches I've ever witnessed in my life was that Bayley kendo stick match. This is gonna rank right up there with them. That's your Extreme Rules match. Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax could not be extreme if you had them wrestle on a bed of nails and each had a sword and a machete in their hand, and it still wouldn't be extreme. You could put that segment on Sesame Street and we'd all be laughing. Extreme my ass. So the other stipulation is between Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler. An Iron Man match. You guys know I love an Iron Man match if it's between two people that can actually go the 60 minutes. Or if you're really pressed for time, you can make it 45 minutes, I guess. It really should be 60 minutes because it's called an Iron Man match. 45 minutes is kind of stretching it. But I love it. So what do? They have Dolph versus Seth. That's what they're going to waste the Iron Man match concept on. We haven't seen it in years, but it ain't going to be Dolph and AJ. It's not going to be AJ and Seth. It's not going to be, Dolph. Did I say fucking Dolph? Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles. All those combinations for an Iron Man match. But they're going to waste it at Extreme Rules for Dolph and Seth. And it ain't going to be 60 minutes. It's not even going to be 45 minutes. It's an Iron Man match for a half an hour. A half an hour is going to make them an Iron Man. I can take a fucking half an hour shower. Does that make me a fucking Iron Man? I can eat 7-course meals in a half an hour. Does that make me an Iron Man? I could go for a half an hour fucking cardio session around the neighborhood. Around the fucking Hudson. Around the East River. Does that make me an Iron Man? A half an hour? We've seen half an hour matches. We've seen 20, 25-minute matches, 30 minutes on fucking TV. Now you're just telling people up front it's going to go 30 minutes. That doesn't make it a fucking Iron Man match. So they sabotage this fucking Extreme Rules match because Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, nobody's going to believe it's going to get extreme. The only way it gets extreme is if Ronda Rousey, who's in the front row for that match, Apparently, she's going to be front row. She's going to jump the barricade and what? Totally take both of their fucking heads off? Maybe then we could call it extreme. And then the other match, you're calling that an Iron Man match, but it's only a half of an hour. How is that an Iron Man match if it's a half an hour? At least 45 for the men. A half an hour for the women. You could call that an Iron Woman match, Iron Man match, whatever you want to call it. For the women, that would be great because the women barely get 15 minutes half the time. 20 minutes would be amazing. You give them a full half an hour? Fuck yeah. But you're telling me Dolph and Seth is an Iron Man match in a half an hour and an Amplified man calls bullshit. I'm not here to sugarcoat it for you guys, man. I'm not here to be like, it should be cool though, man. It's going to be a good half an hour match, man. We'll see how it goes, man. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the entertainment, man. No. I'm not here for that. If you want that, there's plenty of other channels. Right here, I'm going to drop truth bombs for you guys. I'm going to drop the facts. I'm going to tell it how it actually is. You could take my point of view or not. I don't care. But you're going to get the truth. You're going to get what I'm actually feeling on this channel. And that's bullshit. You pump the pay-per-views to 4 hours now, dual-branded. If you're really serious about Dolph and Seth trying to steal this fucking show, you give them at least 45 minutes. A half an hour is a regular match to me. And the rest of the card, nothing is extreme. Nothing is extreme at all. Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. No even stipulation at this point. Braun Strowman might be added to the card against Kevin Owens. What are you going to do? Put him in a cage? So that's extreme. Team Hell No, which I actually like, versus the Bludgeon Brothers. How is that extreme? Fucking, who's the other tag team? The B Team versus Wyatt and Hardy. How is that going to be extreme? They've built no fun, intriguing, extreme storylines where we need to see two participants in the ring about to destroy themselves in some awesome stipulation. That's what Extreme Rules should be, and that is what it's not. That's the truth and you know it. Need some more fucking coffee, hold on. Here's the good shit right here, guys. These are mocha lattes, man. Usually I do the vanillas, man, but I need the extra fucking caffeine and sugar right now. So I'm on my third mocha latte, as you could probably tell. But that's my Extreme Rules rant, man. I'm not going to apologize for that. That's the fucking truth on this shit. I don't see anything extreme to call this Extreme Rules. That's the first problem. The second problem is, even if you want to call this WWE Walk in the Park pay-per-view, WWE, everything is rainbows pay-per-view, whatever you want to call this pay-per-view, even if it's not Extreme Rules, it's not looking like anything fucking fun and epic. Not by a long shot. Their last pay-per-view at least was fucking, it was a fun card. I ended up actually fucking liking it. This is not screaming fun to me. Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke, are we going to do that? Is Shinsuke even okay from his dog bite leaving the arena a couple weeks ago? And a fucking security dog bites his leg and now he's out. Bray Wyatt had a car accident and that's why he's out. Are both of them even going to make Extreme Rules for their title matches? This just doesn't look like a fucking card worthy. And I know this is supposed to be a Smackdown review. And I know, guys, I missed yesterday's Raw review. I've been fucking under the weather last week, the whole week. Then I hit up a fucking big concert on Friday night. And then we literally, from the concert, traveled up to New England for personal and professional reasons. And then we literally got back from New England early Tuesday morning. So, not a lot I could fucking do, guys, about the Monday Night Raw review. The good news is, right, we got good news and bad news. The bad news is I fucking missed the Raw review. The good news is there was nothing to go over. Think about this. Here we are over 24 hours later. What from Monday Night Raw is memorable, guys? Go ahead. I'm asking you. What did you remember about Monday Night Raw? And the things I'm thinking about right now are not things that are good. Like that horrible Sasha Banks and Bayley fucking segment with Dr. Shelby. I love seeing Dr. Shelby back, but I wanted to see him in a segment with Team Hell No. That makes the most sense. You don't put him in a segment with Sasha and Bayley because now we're making it a comedy act. Sasha and Bayley, the best thing they have going right now is that they're killing each other. Two friends turned dastardly fucking enemies. I love the story that was being told. Now they're just sitting together on a fucking couch having fun with each other. That sounded a little kinky, but you know what I'm saying, man. Sasha and Bayley are now sitting on a couch. Sasha's got her little hands folded. Bayley's letting out her little frustrations. They're doing fucking role-playing against each other. Dr. Shelby's flipping out. It wasn't making me laugh. Because Sasha and Bayley should not be in those roles right now. They need to be fucking brawling. I'm okay with a couple of segments of comedy, and then at the end, Sasha Banks needs to fucking start beating the shit out of Bayley, or vice versa. But right there in Dr. Shelby's office, that needs to happen. But BC, wait, next week that might happen. It's to be continued, BC. I don't need to see multiple weeks of that bullshit. We need to be escalating this feud. Not fucking demoting it, or just having it linger, because it's already lingered multiple months. We don't need to make Sasha and Bayley linger any more than it already is. I didn't like the way that came off. I didn't laugh once. I wasn't entertained once. And that's another problem with WWE. Creative. They try to be funny, but nobody's funny on their writing staff. So that's a huge problem. On a lot of their segments where they're trying to be a comedic act, trying to be funny, they're not funny and they're not making me laugh. I know they're not making the crowd laugh because you could hear a pin drop in the arena. So what from Monday Night Raw do we remember? Roman Reigns had 2 matches, right? Memorable. Is it? He had 2 tag team matches. One with Seth Rollins and one with Bobby Lashley, in which Roman Reigns played the ultimate egomaniac, wouldn't even tag Lashley. The Revival start beating the shit out of him, and Lashley's like, fuck this. If you're not going to tag me, I'm not going to save you. That makes sense to me. Is that supposed to excite me to see Lashley Roman? I'm more excited down the line to see Drew McIntyre one-on-one with Roman Reigns. I don't know, man. But what else happened on Monday Night Raw? I can't even think. Fucking Braun Strowman tipped over a porta potty with Kevin Owens in it. Can't make that shit up. If you didn't see Raw and you're hearing my words right now, you're like, excuse me, what happened? Yes, Kevin Owens was in the parking lot. He hid from Braun Strowman in a porta potty. Somehow Braun Strowman had hooks to this porta potty, rolled Kevin Owens all the way into the arena. There just happened to be a ramp to bring up the porta potty. That wasn't planted there fucking perfectly. So he brings up the porta potty and then he shoves it off the stage. Now you guys know I love seeing different shit. Take it away from the ring. Let me see things backstage. Let me see things in the parking lot. Elevate storylines aside and away from the ring. So I did love that. Kudos, and I'm not even being fucking sarcastic. Congratulations to creative for actually getting creative and using the parking lot. Using the fucking porta potty. Having Braun go into the parking lot, into the backstage, dragging it up onto the main stage. I'm serious. I love that. Do more of that. But it could have been executed a lot better. There could have been more to that. More substance than just Kevin Owens falling from a 4-foot stage. Back in that Attitude Era, we were seeing Mick Foley and shit. Fucking Chainsaw Charlie, remember? The New Age Outlaws were pushing a dumpster with Chainsaw Charlie, Terry Funk, and Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, inside of the dumpster. And that thing was like fucking 10 feet high at least, man. And that dumpster fucking roared off the side of that cage. Those are the falls, the bangs, and the bangs that I remember. Now you're seeing these little 4-foot drops. Not as devastating, so you need more substance to it. But at least they tried. That I'll take. But I don't remember a lot from Raw aside from that, man. And that's not good. You're going into Extreme fucking Rules. And that's what you have going for you? Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Now, last night, right, we go all through this, and now finally I'll talk a little bit about SmackDown, but literally just a little bit, because just like Raw, there's not a lot to talk about. What did you remember from SmackDown last night? If I really close my eyes and I think for a second, pancakes come to mind. Pancakes! New Day was having a pancake eating 4th of July, 3rd of July they called it, 3rd of July eating contest, like the hot dog 4th of July contest that they do over in Coney Island, New York. They were having the pancake eating contest. And that's what I remember. I don't know why, but it was the silliest fucking thing. It didn't make me laugh, that's for sure. Luckily, it only lasted about 5 seconds. The lights go down. Sanity attacks New Day. And this was a beating. This is what Sanity should have done the very first week. For some reason, They had Sanity debut in a town that didn't even know who they were because that's a town that is not smart. There's fans that are casual and there's fans that are just regular old marks, and then there are smart fans. Smart fans are fans like me. They actually watch NXT, they actually watch New Japan, they know what's going on outside of WWE, and they know all of the ins and outs of WWE. That's a smart fan. So somebody like Sanity, a group like them, from NXT, fresh off of NXT, you really want to debut them in front of a smart crowd. So the casual fans at home see the reaction they got and go, oh shit, gotta Google them, they're somebodies. Instead, they got zero reaction because they debuted them in a town that was not smart, and the casual fan at home didn't need to Google them because they're a bunch of nobodies to them. And on top of that, their debut, they attacked the Usos. How does that make any sense? How is that intriguing? But last night, what we saw was the New Day get attacked by Sanity. A, the attack was done correctly this time, and B, it was against the team they should be attacking. If you have a 3-man unit, common sense will tell you to attack the other 3-man unit in the New Day. So this is a bit intriguing. I love the beatdown by Sanity last night. Sanity was used finally the correct way last night. And now you could do something cool with New Day, the ultimate everything is rainbows tag team versus the ultimate dreary everything is misery tag team in the 3 members of Sanity. This is a little bit intriguing if it goes correctly, if creative can dig deep within and try to find that creative flow and creative juices that I know is somewhere deep in there. I'm hoping anyway. I don't want to give up all fucking hope that creative actually have some type of creative in their bag of tricks. But they need to pull it out for that feud especially. You could do something really cool at Extreme Rules with Sanity, trust me. And we know New Day are no slouches when it comes to stipulation matches. But that's all I really remember, man. Team Hell No had a match with the Usos, and if Team Hell No loses, then the Usos are added to their tag match at Extreme Rules. So it'll be Team Hell No versus Bludgeon Brothers versus Usos. I don't want to see that. I just want to see Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers straight up. I don't need this to be a multi-person, multi-schmaz tag match. Luckily, Team Hell No defeats the Usos in what was otherwise an okay and even decent match. But the ending of this just had the Bludgeon Brothers music play. Bludgeon Brothers come out, they stop at the ramp, and they just stare at ringside to where Daniel Bryan and Kane is staring back. We don't even fade to black, do we? Smackdown just goes off the air. Well, that's a fun little segment to go to commercial, but not to go off the air for! Correct me if I'm wrong, there is only one Smackdown left. One Raw, one Smackdown before Extreme Rules hits the air next Sunday. That's what you're leaving us with? Guys, I kid you not. When Smackdown went off the air, I didn't have any emotion at all. I was kind of just sitting there from a long week that I just had. Again, I started the week off last week being tremendously under the weather. Then I'm going to some fucking huge concert, 3-4 fucking towns away. Then I'm traveling straight up to New England, 4 states away. Doing some personal shit, some professional shit there. Then traveling the 3-4 states back. And at this point, I'm tired beyond belief, yes. But I just want to be entertained. I want to feel something in my old bloodstream that says, fuck yeah, man. That was A, entertaining, and B, I got to see what happens next week. And I sure as hell got to tune into Extreme Rules. I didn't get any of that from Tuesday Night SmackDown. It went off the air and I could give a fuck. It was that was it type mentality. Nothing was going through me. No fucking cliffhanger at all. Nothing told me I had to tune in next week. Nothing epic happened to where I had to be like, fuck, that was cool, man. What are people talking about on this subject? Nothing. Nothing happened last night. Nothing! Asuka took on James Ellsworth in a 2-minute match where Carmella interfered. Ellsworth got a couple of kicks. Ellsworth is completely fucking as useless now as he was back then. The only difference, he might be more useless now than he was back then. Ellsworth and Asuka, and that's supposed to carry out Asuka and Carmella more. Asuka still looking like some fucking tool clown. So they don't know how to advance that storyline. They're trying, they're using Ellsworth. That was their whole plan. Bring back Ellsworth, and he'll be the storyline between Carmella and Asuka. Because they know they have nothing with Carmella and Asuka. They know they cannot carry a 2-month feud between the two by just them. So they need Ellsworth to be that little chess player in the middle. The problem is, it's not working. So was that supposed to be memorable last night? Because I just remembered it, but not for any good reason. What else happened last night? Fuck, I don't even know. Becky Lynch beat Peyton Royce. Becky Lynch, I guess, beat Billie Kay the week before or 2 weeks ago, something like that, right? So they continue Becky Lynch's winning streak. That's good for Becky. What the fuck does that say for the Iconics? Why did you bring up the Iconics if they were not ready? Because I told you they weren't ready. They had a good gimmick and characters. A lot of people thought they could be called up, should be called up, because they have good characters. They're funny at times. They could be good on the mic. But if you watch them in the wrestling ring, they're not ready at all. So I told you this a long time ago. And now everyone's like, oh, BC, you were right, man. I see it now. And wow, evidently WWE sees it. Yeah, but that sucks for them now. Because now they're just clowns. They're jobbers. They're nothing more than Barry Horowitz in the Brooklyn Brawler. If you don't know who they are, Google them. Because that's what Peyton Royce and Billie Kay is right now. I think they have more to offer. They need to be repackaged and brought up the right way when they're ready. And when I say that ready, I mean wrestling ready. They definitely have a character and a gimmick. Again, tweak the package a little bit, but to make sure their wrestling skills are fine-tuned and crafted, no longer green, ready to whoop that ass. Peyton Royce loses another one. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce are forgotten entity in Smackdown now. But for Becky Lynch, another win. And again, this is good because when she, a month or two back, beat Charlotte, made her tap out, I said it is now or never for Becky Lynch. They have to continue that winning streak. You cannot have her tap out Charlotte and then have her just 50-50 flat booking. Every week is a different, a win, then a loss, then a win. You can't do that with Becky. She just tapped out Charlotte. So it's good to see Becky Lynch getting that winning streak, but where does that end up? Definitely wasn't a memorable moment of Smackdown a week and a half before Extreme Rules. Jeff Hardy Open United States Championship Challenge, and Miz took the challenge. Okay. Sloppy between the two. I think these two can work, or should have worked. I thought they could work a lot better together. You go back and watch that match. You watch how much they were fucking up on each other, man. I don't know who was off. Maybe both were off. But they were fucking up a lot there, man. And I don't even call matches for fuck-ups. You guys know that. I don't like talking about botches. I don't like talking fuck-ups. But that was a sloppy match between two veterans like Jeff Hardy and The Miz. When it was all said and done, The Miz just ate up a 1-2-3 off of a Swanton bomb. No cheatery, no trickery, no dastardly deeds. Not that any of them are a heel anyway. I mean, not that Jeff Hardy's a heel, I should say. But still, you expect a little more to have The Miz just lose 1-2-3 flat on his back like that. It looks like they have 0 for him. So that nothing memorable there, man. That's it. That was Smackdown for me. There was nothing else that stood out and said, wow, what a show, man. Extreme Rules is going to be fucking dynamite. Anyway, guys, extremely not happy, extremely displeased by Raw and SmackDown this week, especially SmackDown. It's pretty bad when I gotta say Raw was the better show. But Raw was the better show this week, clearly and easily. And that's not saying much. And that's because SmackDown gave me no emotion at all. SmackDown just had me in my fucking chair, waiting to fucking pass away or some shit. I felt like a 95-year-old man on his last fucking year or two, just waiting for the reaps to come and get me. No emotion. Come on, man. My show should not be giving me 0 reaction like that. Getting me fucking that deadpan. The fucking Sopranos would end and you could not wait to see what happened next week. A fucking sitcom would at least make you laugh at the end and go, oh man, can't wait till next week, man. That was a good show. You can't say that with this garbage. They have 1 fucking week left before Extreme Rules. There's no mulligans here. I didn't give him one this week. I sure as hell ain't gonna give him one next week. There's 1 Raw and 1 SmackDown left before Extreme Rules. This is my warning to everybody in WWE. Come out with your fucking A-game swinging Monday night. Come out with your A-game swinging on Tuesday night. Because if you thought I was hard-hitting on this fucking review reaction for this week's Raw and SmackDown, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because it'll be even worse next Monday night and next Tuesday night. It's not even about start getting creative. I've been telling you that for months. Now you better start bringing A shows to this motherfucking television sets. USA Network, Monday night, USA Network, Tuesday night. Some intriguing, all-out, full-throttle, entertaining motherfucking shit. No exceptions. It doesn't start after Extreme Rules. It starts Monday. Or my next review reaction is going to be much more worse than this, I promise you. Vince McMahon, get your head out of the XFL's ass. Triple H, forget about NXT for a fucking minute. And Stephanie McMahon, don't worry about all your precious women movement's fucking agenda to make WWE look so fucking great for the women. Don't worry about that for a fucking week. All of you step back into the real fucking world that we're living in for WWE. See your fucking issues and problems that you have within the company and face them full on and fix them. You know what this company can be and should be, and I do too, and we all do. There's no reason a fan like me for over 30 years should sit back and have to be forced that bullshit 2 nights in a row. If you don't like it, don't watch it, BC. Yeah, if it was that simple, you dumb motherfucker, and IBS. Several IBSs for you. If you don't like it, just don't watch it, BC. Oh, if we could all live in your little buttercup, cupcake, rainbow-filled, sun-daisy, growing, flower-infested world, wouldn't that be glorious? I'll just stop. 30 years now. Let me just stop. It's no longer fun. Let me just stop. I'm not gonna fucking invest my time in it anymore. I'm not gonna try to help the product. I'm not gonna try and hope that it gets fucking better to what I once loved. I'm just gonna give up. Let me just give up now. I know what it can be. I know what it should be. And with the right fucking pieces of the puzzle together, it will be. We just gotta get those pieces of the fucking puzzle together. I'm fucking sweating here, and I'm almost out of another fucking coffee. Much love and respect to all you crazy-ass, amplified motherfuckers. Hopefully I'm with you guys tomorrow for an amplified Q&A. But make no mistake about it, the Amplified Man, Delts McGee, the Amplified Man, he's back, and he's back with vengeance, motherfuckers. I'll see you tomorrow. For now, we're out.